Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. I was listening to somebody talk today, and it triggered something in my mind. I've heard this over and over again, and I know you have too, but it's never like dawned on me like this, right? So how many of us know of Thomas Edison, right? That he basically failed or found 10,000 different ways that lighting a light bulb doesn't work. 10,000 different ways that it wouldn't work, right? And then we have we've all talked about it. We've read it. Other speakers have talked about it. That that's amazing, persistence. He didn't give up. Imagine if he gave up. I wouldn't have this light, right? Well, not credited to him. Maybe somebody else would come along, but nonetheless, I wouldn't have this light. You wouldn't have that light, right? So kudos to him for not giving up. Now, all that is great. I was thinking to myself, 10,000 times though, it's a lot of times. Like, that's a lot of times. Like, a lot of times, 10,000 times. We're not talking about 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. We're talking 10,000 times. It's a lot of times to try one thing, right? One time, two times, 3, 4, 18, 24, 186, 1024. I mean, we're going, right? Now, I don't know about you, but where I come from, if I tried it as something a couple times, 2, 3 times, they would tell me I'm a complete failure. And I'm being honest. That's how my family rolls, right? And that's how most families roll. That's how they tell you. They may not tell you straight to your face, but trust me, they tell you, right? They tell you you're a complete failure. This guy's tried 2, 3, 4 times and he's failed. He's just no good. Now, what if you were Thomas Edison's parents? Like my parents, but he's the kid, right? What would you say if you tried 10,000 times? See, I feel like this would be true. He kept trying for 10,000 times. And if you know the story, he actually, he wasn't doing really good in school. In fact, the school teacher wrote his mom a note saying, hey, this kid needs special schooling. He can't do it here. And then his mom translates that into him saying, you're amazing. He said, you're one of the brightest kids in the school, right? So why I'm sharing that with you is that, listen, to a lot of us, if not 99.999% of us, good old Thomas, he's a complete failure. Like literally. Like how many more times do you have to fail to be a complete failure? Pay attention to that question. How many more times do you have to fail to be considered a complete failure? Now, I thought about that question when I came across this whole thing that I watched today. How many more times do you have to fail to be considered a failure? And I thought about it, and I answered myself saying, well, one is considered to be a failure by whom? Right? Is it somebody like outside, like external people, not myself? Other people are telling me I'm a loser, I'm a complete failure, right? Or is it me? At one point, do I consider myself a complete failure? How many times do I have to try? How many more times do I have to try in order for me to call myself a complete failure? I thought about that. And then I told myself, well, if Thomas Edison tried 10,000 times and he didn't call himself a complete failure, in fact, nobody called him a complete failure, then how come I like stop after 3-4 times, right? And here's the ticket. And I want you to really think about this, because this is the most powerful point of this whole thing. Thomas Edison tried 10,000 different times to get this light bulb to work. And I tell you, at any given time, and I want you to pay real good attention here, at any given time between number one, first try, to number 9,999th try, anywhere in between that range, between 1 and 9,999, anywhere there, if he had stopped, anywhere there, he had stopped at 18th try. Excuse me, he stopped at 1018th try. If he had stopped at 516th try. If he had stopped anywhere between 1 to 9,999, then he would have been considered a complete loser and a failure. He would have probably been a disgrace to so many people in his family. Imagine trying 9,999 times and not getting anywhere, and saying, you know what, I'm done with this thing. It's just not getting anywhere. Imagine how will people look at you then, saying, man, this guy tried almost 10,000 times. This guy is a loser. Anywhere there, if he had stopped, he would have been considered a complete failure. And you know why we don't consider him a complete failure? Now here's the thing. I'll stop right there. Listen to me. If you had tried 9,999 times and didn't get anywhere, would your family say, oh, good job, more power to you? You know, I am so proud of you for finding 9,999 different ways that this is not going to work. I am so proud of you, son. I thought that very, very much. Like, that's really rare, right? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to say, kudos to you, son. We are so proud of you. You wasted all these years, all this time, all the money, all the resources, all the stuff you could do, and then you still didn't get anywhere. Wow, you are a winner. I don't think so. I don't think they would be having that conversation with them. I don't think we would be having that conversation. Imagine us. Imagine years down the road. Imagine us telling other people, hey, remember that guy? That guy tried 9,999 different times and didn't get anywhere. Imagine the next generations after and after, how they would be talking about good old Thomas. Why? Because it was a complete failure. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you agree he's a complete failure? Anybody trying 9,000 different things and not getting anywhere? I mean, geez. That's a complete failure situation. I don't care what you tell me. The only reason why he's a hero and not a complete failure is because he finally made it work. That's the ticket. See, now all of a sudden, it's like, I'm proud of you. Now all of a sudden, that's my son. Now all of a sudden, I know that person. Right? Now all of a sudden, things change. Why? Because you didn't stop in Loserville. Because you didn't stop between 1 and 9,999. You didn't stop there. That's called Loserville. That's what I was thinking today. Think about it. If good old Thomas stopped anywhere there, would you tell him, hey, Thomas, good job, buddy. I think generations down the road, they're going to praise you. I doubt that. I don't think so. So Loserville will get you nowhere. Will get you, yeah, good job for trying, but you suck. Good job for trying, but you didn't get anywhere. Good job for trying, but trying don't get you paid, right? That's all you get. Until it happens, it becomes a reality. It pops. Whoa, the light bulb comes on. And then 9,999 different tries don't seem like a complete failure anymore, do they? Not really. Because now everybody's focusing on that 10,000 try that the light bulb popped on. Isn't that amazing? I think that's amazing. I think that's a breakthrough. And I really like that. I think it's powerful to really look at that way and see where else. Where is that 1 to 9,999? Where is that for you? I was thinking about that for me. Where is that for me? What number? Where are we at? Where we need to be? I really was thinking about that today. And like I said, we've heard Tom's, come on, almost every day, right? How he tried for 10,000 times, right? We've heard that. And it never just clicked with me like that. You know, good old Tom has been a complete failure. Pretty much most of his life. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel, complete failure. Between 1, 2, remember that. Loserville, Failureville. I think I invented the word, right? If you're in there, it's just that's what's happening. And the only way, and I'm thinking out loud, I was thinking to myself all most of the day with this, the only way to get out of that is to get to that, whatever that 10,000 mark is for you, for that journey, right? And right before that, Loserville, Failureville, right? And it's not just by others too. We talk down to ourselves all the time. How many times you do something, it doesn't go your way, and you just beat the heck out of yourself before even you tell anybody. Before even you tell anybody, you're beating yourself up for something. So you don't even give other people a chance to beat you up. You just do it yourself. I do that myself all the time. Well, used to. I catch myself now. It's not like I don't do it anymore, but I catch myself, and I gotta fight it. I gotta stop it. And I do what I can. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. I'm human, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes it's not. But I catch myself. I think that's so important. You know, I thought that was just so important. How many tries have you tried? I mean, think about the talks that Tommy had with himself at try number 2018. Do you think he tells himself, you know what, Tom, you're doing amazing. Good job, buddy. He's probably banging his head against the wall. Where do we stop? Loserville? Failureville? Where do we stop? Where do you stop? Hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments below. Let this feed grow. I really want to know your feedback, your takeaway from my takeaway. What did you think about this thought? What did you think about this thought about Edison? Now you can think about it like this about everybody. They were a complete failure up until that one that just got them to be not a failure, right? Think about that. Really wanted to get some feedback from you. So drop it in the comments below. Let the feed grow. I appreciate you guys. And remember, until tomorrow, when we do it all over again, much love.